right.
David, thanks
Yes,
for coming
sir.
out, man. It's great to see you.
It's great to be here. I'm always loving being here with you, man.
And you're looking as fantastic as ever. So
Well,
I gotta know, how do you do it, man?
Steroids. No. Do not do drugs. You know, it's tough. You gotta eat right? You gotta get enough sleep. You get sick, because you get sick like that. You're doing 12-hour, 10, 12, 14-hour days on set, trying to get to the gym. You know, I wish we were like True Blood. I heard True Blood, or was it True Blood that used to be out? Remember the series? I heard they used to have like a workout trailer. That's what I heard. I don't know if it's true or not. But they used to have a workout trailer on the set. Me and Steven don't get that. But it would be nice, right? To kind of like have that there, because we have to work out outside the set. It's kind of tough sometimes to get your rest, get sleep. But it's great. You know what Steven did for me? Steven used to have this massive trailer on set. And I haven't said this publicly, and he hasn't either, but I'm gonna say it. And it was a beautiful trailer. Beautiful trailer. And he said, David, I'm gonna get an Airstream. You know, these beautiful Airstream, these silver Airstream. Do you want my trailer?
Aww, nice.
I said, hell yeah, I want the trailer. So now, I posted it a few weeks ago. The fans were so nice, they started sending me soda pop. Because the Flash set gets soda and we don't on the Arrow. So the fans took it to heart, because Arrow has the greatest fans ever. And they sent me a whole lot of soda, which I shared with the crew and other parts of the cast. And I took a picture of all the soda they put in my trailer. And I got some comments saying, oh, that trailer is better than my house. And I'm like, no, it's because it used to be Steven's trailer. So Steven gave me his trailer. So shout out to Steven Amell, captain of the ship. He's an awesome dude.
And he's rocking the Airstream right now?
He's rocking the Airstream, yeah.
That's a lot smaller than
Well, it's smaller, it's more cozy, but you know, Steven's a cozy guy. He likes you guys to think he's all tough. He's just mush on the inside. He's a softie.
So let's start at the beginning. Going into this role as Diggle, what kind of research did you do? Because I mean, he has the storied military background. So what did you put into to go?
We have James Bamford and some other wonderful TAs that have a lot of military experience on the set. I relied on them. Diggle is an airborne ranger. He was in the Army for a while. Did 3 tours. Well, he's not a ranger? You don't like rangers? Yes. Rangers are awesome, right? Yeah, exactly. I mean, to all our military servicemen and women, thank you a million times over. So I did a lot of scouring on the internet and then interviewed the TAs that are on our set. And we took a lot of stock just trying to get everything right in terms of the insignias being right and just how he would conduct himself as a military guy. But Diggle's, you know, what I like about Diggle and always have is that everyone on the show is exceptional in the sense that Felicity's probably, you know, one of the top 5 smartest people on the planet. Right?
Yeah.
Females power, girls rule, right?
Yeah.
Oliver Queen, along with maybe Bruce Wayne, top 3 fighters on the planet, right? And then there's John Diggle. And what I like about John Diggle is that this is just a guy who was born in the Glades, inner city of Starling City, and just wanted to better himself. So he joined the military and wanted to better his community and became this guy who fought crime. And he's just a regular guy. Joined the military, became a serviceman, and what I like about him, I think people can kind of identify with him, is because he's probably the most reachable in that sense. He's accessible. Anybody can be John Diggle, as opposed to Felicity. I mean, you can't really be that. You can't really be Oliver Queen. You can't reach that. But anyone can service their community, can service their country, and that's what really appealed to me about John Diggle.
Well said. And you know, from the guy that was getting ditched by Oliver Queen all the way to Spartan, I mean, quite the evolution. So as an actor, how fulfilling is it to be able to?
Well, it's great, man. I mean, John Diggle is now part of the DC universe in the comic books because of the fans. They demanded it. It's true. It's true. Everyone just kind of really just dug into Diggle as soon as he kind of came across the screen, and and DC listened and put him into the canon. You know, there was always this talk about John Diggle and the Jon Stewart mythos kind of being combined. And is this guy really Jon Stewart? I mean, that was put to rest a couple of seasons ago. But I think, in the wisdom of the creators of the show and the writers, which I was kind of sad about when I just kind of found, oh, I'm not Jon Stewart, But as I just continue to play John Diggle, this is an original character.
Yes.
And never existed before, right? So now 10 years, 15 years from now, when this is redone, there'll be someone else playing John Diggle, and it started here.
Woo!
So it's great, you know, it's an original character. So it's it feels a little better now that I'm kind of sinking into a new mythos being created for this new character.
You didn't have to be the next Jon Stewart. You're the first Diggle, right?
Yeah, right? Yeah, I'm proud of that.
That's amazing. Now, your superhero costume.
Yeah.
Through a couple tweaks.
Yeah, thank the Lord.
Yes.
Thank the Lord to God Almighty. Yeah, you know, I couldn't see out the mask last year, bro. There were a lot of Negro jokes.
Yes.
It wasn't hot. The carbon fiber, you understand, created an M type of symbol that wasn't deliberate. Wasn't hot. But the creators of the show listened, Mark Guggenheim and Berlanti, Edgar Kreisberg, and we created a new helmet, which this season, hopefully, by the time the finale, dude.
Is it awesome? Spoilers! Give us
2
something.
words.
Okay.
Deathstroke.
People just fainted in the crowd.
Yeah, I just heard a couple of bumps. People just bumped their head in the crowd, just fainted. Hopefully.
Can you tweet that?
No, there's a lot of talk about Manu. Manu, you know, I love all of our bad guys. I think Neil was just off the chain. But there's just something about Manu.
That could be its own show.
There's something about it has to be a half-hour comedy starring Manu Bonet, right? I can imagine Manu with a studio audience being funny. He has to be the straight guy. But anyway, no. So there's talk about that, and hopefully it happens. But Manu's incredible, man, and you know, it'd be great to kind of play that out someplace, right? Because he was such a wonderful character. So we'll see what happens with that. There's also, we're going to explore some things with Diggle and Lila, the Dyla dynamic. I mean, she's the leader of Argus, right? I mean, she has her hand on the Suicide Squad, which is funny because I want to see more of the Suicide Squad.
Yes.
But we had to kill some people. We had to kill Waller. We had to kill Deadshot. There's always drama. But no, we'll dig into some of that dynamic as to what happens in the Diggle household, right? Of Spartan versus, you know, the new Amanda Waller. So we dig into some of that, but the finale is just. We just read 22. We do 23 episodes. We haven't read 23. They broke the story, so we know some of the story. But 22 is incredible, and 23 is going to be just off the hinges.
You guys excited?
Yeah. Well, you know something? I don't know. I mean, you tell us, right? I remember at the beginning of the season, everyone was like, "Oh, what can we expect for season 5?" And we're like, "It's a return to basics, kind of street level crime." We get back to that thing we had in season 1, season 2. Because season 3 and season 4 kind of left some of that dynamic. We kind of went off into magic and superpowers. And you know, they're writing a long story. So some of that's to be expected. But you know, the fans kind of had a reaction to that. So when we said season 5 is going to be return to basics and street level crime, we hope we did that. Did we do that? Kind of a splatter of applause.
That's all good.
Yeah, well, you know.
You guys have had some interesting folks on the show, from Cody Rhodes to Chad L. Coleman. What's it been like bringing in these folks?
Not a new blood, right? Even at my booth, people are coming up like, "Oh, we want to see more of Spartan." I'm like, well, you know, there's a lot of story to tell. Next season, I mean, there's so much story. Do you guys like the new recruits? Really, honestly, don't give me love. You like the new recruits? All right. Well, there's new blood, and you gotta flush out those stories. I've said it a million times. I think Warner Brothers, CW, and the writers and the cast agree. I think the strength of the show is Oliver Diggle for this. I think everyone agrees with that. And I think that's always going to be the core. But there's a lot of other stories to tell. There's some stuff they're going to get into with, like I said, Dyla, Black Siren. So, you know, there's a lot of stuff still yet to be told. I mean, what's great about the show is that these characters are so rich, a lot of them in their backstory and even the story we're creating on Arrow, that you can spend 3 or 4 episodes on one character, right? So it's a lot of stuff you can tell.
So before I let you go,
I gotta go already?
I guess
This is
yeah.
starting.
Fans want to see you. They want to meet you. They want to get selfies and autographs.
Okay.
We're going to get you to that. Before I let you go, I got some fun rapid fire questions. Are you ready?
Rapid fire. Let me get my head in the rapid fire mode. All right, let's go. Ready?
Wait.
Let's go.
You can have
No! Go.
Scared the shit out of me. If you could have any superpower in the world, what would it be?
I have to have Xavier's power. Yeah, you have to have the ability to change the idiot's mind. I mean, can you imagine Diggle with Oliver's with Xavier's power? Oliver, don't. Diggle, I'm gonna do it. Oliver, don't. Okay. All right, that'd be great. I mean, Diggle would love that power.
Absolutely.
You know. All right, what else? Go.
Who's your favorite superhero of all time?
Of all time?
Yeah.
That's a good one. And you know, I used to love Moon Knight. Thank you for the. Yeah, Moon Knight. Of all time.
All time.
Of all time. I love the whole Dark Phoenix saga back in the day. I'm old enough to remember the original with the Hellfire Club. Hey, I'm giving you nuggets with the Hellfire Club, comic book fans. All right, let's see. But of all time, kind of a bit of a geek myself, you know. Of all time, I would have to say the Wonder Twins or Super Friends. No, I'm kidding. See, I'm throwing stuff out there, man. I'm throwing it out. Of all time, let's see. I don't know. I have to go back to my childhood. It'd probably be the Hulk. I mean, it really would be because I was always attracted to that whole alter ego Bruce Banner, and you know, he didn't really want to do this, but he had to, and how he controlled it. You know, I want Mark Ruffalo back. I thought he was the best Bruce Banner ever.
Yeah, that's
I thought he was incredible. Just laid right into David Banner, you know, or Bruce Banner. I'm sorry, David Banner was his father. All right. I'm a geek. Anyway, go.
And I think they could cut the CG, and I think you could play the Hulk.
Ah, that'd be fun, right? No, it won't. No.
Your most hated villain of all time.
Most hated villain of all time would be Darkseid.
Ah.
Though I love Darkseid,
Yeah.
he's probably the most, right? You know something? No, I take that. But Darkseid I thought was cool. Galactus, and I'll tell you why Galactus was the most hated. Because I never really got him. I never really understood, like, okay, he ate planets, he destroyed planets. Kind of like, I never really got the whole slavery of Silver Surfer, or never really got the whole thing he was doing. You know what I mean? Maybe not. All right. Yeah. I never really just got his info. Give me more. What else you got?
If a villain invasion breaks out right now, what's the first thing you're gonna do?
A villain invasion.
All villains start pouring into this convention center.
I would get the 2 greatest detective minds on the planet, Bruce Wayne and Oliver Queen. Yeah, I think they would figure it out. I think the humans would figure it out. I wouldn't get any aliens. I wouldn't go after Superman. I wouldn't go after, you know, any Marvel mutant. I wouldn't go after a Meta. I wouldn't go after Barry Allen, who's probably the most powerful because he can change time. But if Barry Allen had Oliver Queen's ability to fight crime, there would be no crime.
Yes.
Good point.
Yeah.
And finally, if you had to describe your character, Diggle, in one word, what would that word be?
Committed.
That's a great word.
He's committed. He's gonna lay on the grenade. He's gonna do it. He's the man you want in this corner.
Okay, thank you so much for taking the time.
Guys,
We
thanks so
appreciate it.
much.
Give it up for